Hey guys, Pontic here, and welcome to another online battle for Attila, Total War, or Total War Attila, I guess. So yeah, this time I chose the Visigoths. My opponent chose the Jutes, or the Utes. I guess it'd be Jutes. I'm not sure if the J is silent. Anyways, as you can see, he has two more units, it looks like, so I guess man-wise we're about the same. But yeah, you can look at my army. I'll go through the names once I get to the actual battle. I yet to have all the names memorized. I know these guys are called Warband or something like that. Yeah. Alright, so here we go. Interesting map. So, okay, so 4 noble Germanic swordsmen, and I got the Gothic Warband, which is, I think, yeah, a little bit, oh no. Okay, so tier down on the flanks, and then these Falksmen. I guess they're called Thracian Warriors, but they do carry their Falks, as you can see. And I don't know, to me, they look very Hunnic. Something about it looks just kind of like, if you ever play Mountain Blade Warband, the Kurugit, whatever their names are, the horse archer people. I don't know, it looks very kind of like steppe, like that. But anyways, 3 of these Germanic archers, 2 pikes, Germanic pikes. Then I got my Gothic general, and 4 noble Germanic horsemen. So yeah, that's pretty balanced army, I would say. And for the most part, my opponent does too. He brought 3 of these Nordic, or 2 Nordic band, some pikes, and some of these swords. I won't go through all of them, but I'll just kind of show you them, as you can see. So some elite ones there, there's general in the back, extra axes on that side, and then I think he has 4 of these Nordic horse lords, and then a couple archers, Nordic bows. So yeah, as you can see, he did something a bit similar to what I did. He put his weak infantry up front. These are pretty cheap guys, I'm guessing, because they don't have very good stats. Yeah, they must have been really cheap. But yeah, they're up front, and he has some pikes. Yeah, I brought pikes up front too. Pikes actually seem to be pretty good in this game. I mean, if you use them correctly, but a lot of people, since cav is so strong, like to charge into your infantry. Pikes cheap, and there to prevent that. So yeah, moving forward slowly. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, I have quite a few upgrades on my cavalry, as you can see. These are 3 silver chevrons on all of them, and then I got a couple bronze chevrons on my infantry, which will help. So I'm pretty confident about the cav engagements. I definitely would win that. Infantry, I'm not so sure, because, well, I'm really not sure how any of the infantry stacks up against anybody else. I've only played a couple factions online, still not too experienced. But, you know, I'm going to go ahead and just do some fast forwarding here, because we're kind of just sitting here. One thing is a bit aggravating, the formations. I don't really like how they work in this. Like, if you group them together, you don't get to change how wide they are apart. Like in Rome, Rome 2, you group them, and then you can just right click and drag and readjust it. In this, they stay in that formation. It like automatically locks it, and I hate that so much. So much. Okay, so finally get into archer range. For some reason, my toggle for the battle, the attack, you can choose to attack or fire on them. These 2 got messed up, and it gave them attack orders for some reason. I don't know if I accidentally hit something that toggles it. I'm not sure. Oh, I must have, because right now they're going to attack. And then I realized that, and I'm like, what are they doing? So then I start to pull them back, and I'm going to get tons of losses, as you can see. But thankfully, I think his archers suck very badly. Because I'm going to turn around and start firing, and I'm going to actually do pretty good and get tons of kills with my archers. So you'll see that go through. See, he's moving his cav around, but nothing too much is going to happen. Gotta get some cool shots. Pretty cool how the arrows look. I don't know, the trails seem a bit over-exaggerated, but I don't mind that much. Or else I could just turn them off, but yeah, so just some back and forth volleying. Also, another thing, he's using fire arrows, and then a little bit I do switch to fire arrows, but I'm not sure. I wonder how well they do, because looking at their if I can show you, I don't know why it won't let me click on one of these guys. This is so aggravating. Looking at the fire arrows, here we go. See, base damage is 45, which is normal, so I don't think the damage goes up. But, I don't know, it says reload time seems to go up. Base damage might go up a little bit. Plus, it lowers morale is really the only thing. Plus, it has bonus versus cavalry and elephants. So in every way, it seems better than normal arrows. I'm not quite sure, I haven't really tried it too much, but that's what it seems like. So yeah, as you can see, I did move my cavalry around. Wanted to get this hill advantage, so if I charge down. But, you know, he's not moving forward, so I'm not really taking very many losses in my infantry, as you can see. Most of it's still doing pretty good. My archers are doing pretty good, too. I haven't lost too many, compared to he had this unit rout, and his other ones are going to start going down. And his Nordic band actually get a lot of fire coming onto them. I'm not aiming at them, but since his archers here, they lost quite a bit. So that definitely helps me out. But yeah, I'm content just to take this engagement because I'm definitely winning. My archers are getting the better of his, so yeah, not much more to say on that. The Cav's still moving around, hiding him in the forest now. See, he's starting to lose some of his cheap infantry up front. My guys start to flee, but they'll come back. They'll rally back behind my men. See, I've switched to fire arrows, firing in. He's going to start moving forward now, so I'm actually going to switch targets onto some of his infantry, as you can see. But you see, these guys are already breaking. But I'm going to try to get as many kills on these pikemen and stuff before they charge. And they're actually going to get pretty shredded, especially when they get into javelin range. Or axe, or whatever these guys throw. They're going to just get destroyed. Yeah. And I have my pikes here to protect, so that's good. And now I'm going to start to engage his cavalry. As you can see, I'm charging over here. And getting a nice downhill charge into his cavalry, which will just wreck them. Yeah, you see they're going down pretty fast. So, my pikes are engaged. I'm going to let them hold off as long as they can, but I'm moving some of my infantry around. And I'm actually going to move these guys to help attack these guys over here. As my pikes are falling, I'm going to charge in my guys forward here. Send in support. I do have extra swords to go around. He's going to bring out his extra Huskarls too. Got my general I'm going to move around. My pikes trying to bring back. They actually shredded this warband pretty quickly. Really quickly. So that kind of left my flank open. So I'm trying to get over support. Second, I'll actually move my archers to start firing over here. But I'm using my pikes just to try to hold them off. My cav is doing pretty good, as you can see, already wrecking some of these guys. I got my general in the back. I'm going to start doing hammer and anvil strikes. And yeah, I'm trying to hurry up with my cavalry because he's pushing in on the side. And a lot of my guys are losing. As you can see, these guys are not doing great holding up against his infantry. So obviously his infantry must be a bit better than mine. Something I'm still getting used to, but I do have the cavalry advantage now. My sword's doing great over here too. So my cavalry, I'm going to start hammering and anviling. He's starting to close up on this end. And you can see it's actually going into his favor a bit. He did have more men than me. And wow, we're losing quite a bit men fast. But yeah, I'm just going to keep hammering and anviling. I guess my archers are pretty much out of ammo because they're charging in. Who knows? But he's basically cleaned up this side. I'm starting to do better on this side, as you can see. My general is doing quite a bit of hammer and anviling, doing great. He's cleaning up over here, and I'll have an extra cavalry in a second. So using this cavalry unit, he was chasing him off with my swords, and they do get into combat, which is gonna not go great for my guys as I pull them out. But yeah, finally over here it starts to break. I'm gonna have some extra men, so I'll gauge this guy. This guy's gonna come back and help. My cavalry over here finally frees up. Gonna slam into these Huskarls, and I can redirect these swords and pikes this way. But he still has quite a bit of infantry on this side. He does get a charge into my general there, but I'm gonna support with these guys. Cavalry's gonna try to finish up some of these over here. I'm gonna bring them in for support. Yes, I had cavalry that freed up from this engagement to charge the side of these herdmen while I was pulling away, and then I went back and charged in, so I got 2 extra cavalry. And at this point, I basically have him surrounded now with my my infantry. I really only have the sword and these 2 swords left, and then just a bunch of cavalry, which is going to be, I would say, enough to win. So I'm feeling pretty good. And I just realized I'm still in fast forward. I guess I could put it on play for y'all, couldn't I? That's why things are going so fast. I will say, things do seem to be a lot faster in Attila. I guess, well, one, the morale is probably one reason, but I don't know, just unit speeds, especially cavalry, everything just seems to run faster. Just something I picked up on. But yeah, so I'm going to charge in. Probably not the best charge there since they were all kind of bottled up, but you'll see I'll give orders in different directions, so I'll have some this way over here, and I'm going to try to surround and then charge in. My guys are exhausted though, which is not good. My morale's low because I did lose my general, I'm pretty sure. I'm almost positive he's dead. Maybe not. Where's my general? Oh no, he might still be alive then. It's pretty impressive actually. Is that him right there? Yeah, I guess my general is still alive. So that's why I'm not going to charge him in again, because I don't want to lose my general. But yeah, his general is going to be dead soon. And yeah, that'll be the end of it. His guys break. So good game to my opponent. It was a fun one. Yeah, both of us had barely any med left. Pretty devastating fight. But yeah, these what are these? Thracian warriors got quite a good number of kills, I would say. Most of my infantry, I guess, didn't seem to do great. They seem to break pretty quickly. These Gothic warband especially. But yeah, my general and my cavalry getting a pretty good number of kills. Even my archer did pretty good. 162 there. It's nice. And yeah, you can see his scrolls 258. Pretty crazy. So yeah, I guess that'll be the end of that. So thanks for watching and stay tuned for more.